Hi everyone, this is Tiffany. I am one part of Team Benson, and I just want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for subscribing. I have like subscribers and people that ask me questions and people that give me advice, and this is a really big deal to me because my mad gardening skills are not excellent yet, but you know, this is a journey that I'm excited to be on. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and liked and commented and just shown me some support and love both here and on my Instagram, which is Team Monsoon Wines. So today I am going to take everybody through my garden of some mishaps that are going on. Everything is growing, which is nice, even though it's still 111. It's supposed to be 111 today, which is miserable outside, but monsoon is kind of wreaking some havoc, so let me show you. Okay guys, so I wanted to go over a couple of things that I did wrong before fixing the problems. It's still 111 degrees in Arizona, yeah, which is still pretty hot. So as you can see, a lot of stuff is growing, but I did mess up here. So I thought this would be enough shade naturally, but I should have cut the shade cloth and then covered this little section, because if you look down here, that squash is doing okay, but my white scallop squash that's a tongue twister, is not doing so well just because of the heat. So I'm gonna have to actually pull those and then replant them. Also, because it's all bunched up here versus me not being lazy and just cutting it and repositioning it, my beans on the end here aren't growing as well as the other ones. So if you look at all of those are growing really well because I wasn't lazy. But here I did get a little lazy. So the other thing is that, so if you guys remember my videos before, I used to have my trash cans here because my HOA doesn't technically allow them to be outside the fence, but I put them out there anyway and nobody has said anything. And it's been a while, so now I've made a little bed right here. Well, when I made these big beds, I dug down into the ground before then adding potting soil and mix and different things like that. Well, this time I didn't really dig down that far because I just was being lazy. So I dug down just a little bit and then I put all of the potting mix and the soil on top of it. Well, since I didn't do that, it didn't make the ground soft enough for me to be able to stick things like the tomato cage in very deep. So I did have two seedlings that popped up here, but during the storm the tomato cage was knocked over and decapitated one of the cucumbers. So now I only have one left. It's kind of too late for me to go down and redig something, so I tried to stick this in there to kind of push the tomato cage and hold it, but the ground is really hard, so let's hope for the best. This little guy better make it, because I am determined to have cucumbers. If it's the last thing that I do, I want cucumbers. Just want them. Also, another mistake that I made is I had this pot right here, and if you guys remember, I planted a seed of the mystery squash right there. Well, during our lovely monsoon, which finally decided to rain again, this pot fell down, hit the squash, and decapitated it. So I don't know if it's just me having curse of the mystery squash, but it is now gone. So I'm going to be getting another runner squash and popping it there, and hopefully we have enough time for everything to grow while the nights are still warm. So I'm now getting all of the beds that I don't have anything planted in, and I'm planting seeds inside ready. Basically what I'm doing is, this is my big bed that I've moved over because I will be putting another bed right here, which I will be filming that so you guys can see how I make that. But I'm just adding compost and potting mix and just top soil to this and kind of blending it up a little bit to kind of bring some life back into the soil. So in this bed, I will be planting all of my greens and kale and lettuce and spinach. So I'm gonna have 4 rows of stuff in there. Same thing with the pots. I'm starting to work on getting them filled. So I was gonna go through and start filling my pots with dirt, especially the ones that don't have any. There's a lot of random watering can in that one. But I watched a video from the Naked Gardener where he was sterilizing his pots. So before I do that, I'm going to actually go back and do that in order to get them ready before adding soil to them. This is just mulch from the actual big bed there. So soon I'm excited for this to look a lot better. Well guys, thank you for all the support and love that you guys have shown. I am excited to really get my garden booming and growing as soon as it's not 1,000,000 degrees in Arizona. Come on fall. Come on fall. But don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below what you guys are growing. I want to know what you guys are growing or if things are still happening. I am attempting to grow about 90% of my garden from seed. So I will be trying and trying and trying as hard as I can to grow everything from seed. I will probably have a transplant tomato plant just because me and tomatoes growing them from seed just doesn't work. It just doesn't. It's too hot and I don't have enough space inside where I grow things. So, alright guys, thank you. Goodbye.